I think in this year's Super Bowl, there were some winners and some losers. Lots of people were really excited to see the return of the Bud Light Dilly Dilly universe, their, medieval world, and they had a really fun, combination ad with Game of Thrones that people were really excited about. But there were some losers like the Mint Mobile ad, and there were some that just, weren't super thrilling. And because a lot of them were funny and didn't make a huge statement, maybe there aren't quite as many ads people might be talking about, in the days and weeks to come. But they probably gave you a quick laugh during the game. One of the winners would definitely be Pepsi. Their ad was all about the question, is Pepsi okay? Like when you order a Coke and the waiter asks, is Pepsi okay? Which was a fun way to sort of turn this thing about the brand that, normally they might want to hide, but they kind of just turned it on its head. Amazon had another great one. It was all about putting the Alexa in different items and when it went wrong. So there was a dog collar, a hot tub, a toothbrush, and this was this really star-studded cast as well with Forest Whitaker, Harrison Ford. One that the Adweek staff really wasn't thrilled with was the Mint Mobile ad, which what you might have remember as the Chunky Milk ad. And that's probably all you remember from it, is that it showed chunky milk being poured into a glass. And while it was memorable, because you don't see that every day, it also was pretty disgusting. One thing that is interesting is there were more ads than ever this year reaching out to women. There was Olay, a skincare brand that had its first ever Super Bowl ad, and the Bumble ad with Serena Williams was obviously reaching out to women as well. Zoe Kravitz started Michelob's Ultras ad for their gold beer, and Toyota's ad starred Antoinette Harris, who is one of the first women to sign a college football scholarship. So that really showed that the NFL is realizing the potential of women. Nearly half of the NFL fan base is female, but most ads don't typically reach out to women, so that was an interesting shift this year. There weren't a lot of brands this year that went political or made a huge statement with their ad. A lot of people, really just tried to stay with humor, which maybe represents the fact that people get so much of that in their everyday life, and they were looking for something of an escape, and brands wanted to reflect with that. There were a lot of things that were heavy on the nostalgia this year, like Stella's ad with Carrie Bradshaw and the Dude, both switching up their drink and ordering a Stella.
Well, changing could do a little good.